live, dude.
I don't know.
God damn it.
Aliens on the border.
The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found.
Faster than light, spaceship of the future.
By direction of the President of the United States, stay in your home.
Is it human or inhuman? Earthly or unearthly?
Born in that swirling inferno of radioactive dust, there is no word to describe them.
We may be witnesses to a biblical prophecy come true.
Why is it that we usually ignore the fourth dimension?
Is this the human race of the future?
Aliens on the border.
Welcome to another episode of Broke Bitches on the Border. We're broke again.
What's up, bitches?
What's up, bro? I'm not broke, but
We're poor now.
I'm poor. Yeah, I'm poor.
You're not broke, dude?
Not broke, but
to
poor?
the Patreon.
Yeah, I forgot I am broke.
I'm not
You
broke,
know,
but poor.
you know who's not broke?
Who?
Ernie.
Oh, I know, dude.
that
You
guy-
subscribe. Shout out
Shout
to
Ernie.
her. He's the only person that's gonna watch this episode.
Only why? Is this Patreon?
It's Patreon.
The only Patreon.
It's only Patreon.
Ah, okay, cool.
Well, we'll do like an early access and then we'll release it for everybody later. You know?
So I
Okay.
can't say the N-word?
You can.
You can.
You
but-
can, but we'll have to leave it on Patreon.
Yeah. If
All
you
right,
do.
I won't ruin it like that. So to go out.
You could say the N word with a soft A.
with the hard R.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think Hard Eyes will pass on here.
Is that what they called you in Corpus or what?
No way. We're just crazy, dude.
Wait. Before we go into all of that, right? So if you're probably gonna see this weekend, that means that you're Ernie because you're our only patron. If you see this next week, then become a patron subscriber and
Give us your money.
give us your money, and we promise that we will love you long time. Yeah,
We're doing 3 seats today. We've got a 4th open just in case.
just in
The
case
fourth
special,
shows up.
our other special.
And as
guest shows up.
always, this is Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh, the only person that matters on this podcast. Everyone to the left of me is irrelevant. Everyone else on the radio that started a podcast after I started this, you're welcome.
That's
JK.
I can see
But-
that now. I can see that.
No, I'm kidding, dude. I love each and every one of you, especially if you follow our shit. I appreciate it. I'll suck your dick afterwards to subscribe to our Patreon. But anyways, this is gonna be a fun episode, dude, because I feel like we haven't this. We obviously you guys can tell that we're using like our old setup right now, and it kind of
The
feels-
classic.
the classic, right? We're giving you guys a classic, dude, and
There's some audio, video stuff that was going on last time. It looked nice, sounded okay. Sometimes too
Now we s-
inconsistent. I
yeah,
think.
now we sound great and we look decent.
Yeah, too inconsistent. So we're just still gonna be like working on whatever it is that we can do. With actual consistency. So for the meantime, this is this is the setup
For now.
for now.
In any case, dude, we have a couple of special guests. The first one that's here with us right now is Mr. Ivan Bautista. I'm going to zoom in on him just to make sure everybody sees his face. Everybody look at him. Ooh.
Sorry.
What's up, dude? How have you been doing?
I've been good, bro. I've been traveling. I have a bad story for you guys. This past weekend, I got fucking discriminated, and it was fucking hilarious.
Did you laugh or what?
I laughed, but then it got to a point where I was like, all right, fuck these people. Like it was bad. We looked for it. We didn't look for it. But we knew what we were getting ourselves into after. I'll just tell the story later in a bit, and then you guys will know what's going on. But it's pretty funny. It's pretty fucked up.
What were you traveling for?
I was in Corpus Christi. Shout out Corpus. All my family's over there.
That's you.
I was over there because it was my sister's 33rd birthday.
33rd.
33rd. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but yeah.
33rd degree.
33rd degrees.
Masonry.
And we were out partying.
31st.
I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna get right into it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Please
tell
tell
us,
us.
dude.
I'm ready.
So we were out partying. She was like super down. She didn't want to do anything. I don't know what she was. I guess she was like sad or I don't know. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this, dude. I'm gonna go over there and then we're gonna go party like it's your birthday, dude. So we go
we're
over
gonna
there.
party like it's your birthday.
Literally, way 50 cent party like it's your birthday.
We're gonna sip Bacardi.
And then so we take her out to dinner. We're chilling. We get a couple of drinks in. We eat. It's a really good place called Yola's. If you ever go to Corpus, go over there. It's fucking nice, dude. It's like authentic Mexican food. And it's a bit pricey, but it's nice. And we go there. And pues whatever, we had a couple of drinks, so we were already like feeling like a little bit, right? We're like, yeah, let's go downtown, fuck it.
We're loose.
We're loosey loose. And then my in-law, he has these like a bunch of like clients and like rich friends since because of his like line of work or whatever. And he's like, yo, my friend's at a yacht party. He invited us over. Let's go. So we were all like, well, so let's go, right?
A yacht party.
That's cool.
Yeah, like yacht party, fuck it, right? So
I think
you never do that. Like it's like very rare. You go, we the poor.
We the poor.
So
That's the
then
title of this episode.
I like, all right, cool. We go, we get to the pier in Corpus downtown in Shoreline, and we're looking for like the biggest yacht, right? Because he's like, oh, it's a party full of people, this and that, free beer. I'm like, a la verga, va a estar con madre este pedo.
Es un pinche barquito, güey.
That's literally what I said. I was like, güey, vas a llevar una lancha a la verga, güey. Está la chalupa, güey, la lotería.
I thought you guys were gonna pull up to the fucking army ship that's
to the
there.
fucking Catalina wine
the
mixer.
fucking Lexington.
Yeah, dude, Cali's the biggest boat you're gonna find.
No,
The USS Lexington.
So we see one yacht and it looked kind of like, it was like apagado. So we're like, no, it's not there. Like it would have been like bumping, right? So then we walk, and then the guy said, hey, there's a code for the password. We were like, a la verga, what the? Wait, did I say there's a code for a password? There's a code for the party, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. And we're like, a la verga, this shit has like a password, right? Like it's some top-notch party, right? And we're like, what's the password? And he's like, it's balls, way. And we're like, what? Like, you're lying. He's like, no, yeah, it's balls. So we get there, and then there's this couple coming out of this, like, it was like a boathouse, kind of, but it was like a real nice one. It was not a yacht. And we're like, let's go see there. Like, parecía como que había gente. So, like, all right, we go there. And it's like me, my sister, and two other couples. And we go, and there's this couple coming our way, like, leaving the party. And we're like, hey, is this the balls party? And then the guy, it's like this really white dude. And he goes, yeah, like, bien mamón, we like, or like, like maybe he's just fucking with us, right? Because like balls party. So then we get there, and there's a sign that says VALLS. It was not balls. It was Vols. Whatever. So we go in. We're about to go in this boathouse party, and it was ta chingón, we ta con madre. And as soon as, like, it was a glass door, and as soon as I go in, I fucking see everybody in like tux, and everybody had white skin. It's like a bunch of white people partying, and they were like in tux. Dude, I was wearing like a polo tee, like just a Ralph Lauren t-shirt, plain.
The fuck was your friend going? No, not knowing that, like your friend just.
I don't know. It was my in-laws' friend, but he was a dickhead for not telling us. I'm at a fucking like a dress code.
Dress code.
Like, don't come if you're not dressed
properly. Up.
So everybody was casual, dude. One of my cousins had like cowboy boots and like fucking. I don't know, this like Fisher shirt, like what kind of like these. And we were just like, dude, I looked in and I'm like, dude, I'm not going in there. Like, I'm going to get discriminated and I'm underdressed. I'm going to just like double discrimination with like, no. Like you're pobre, you're pobre and mojado. Like, no. So then they're like, nah, fuck it, let's go. And I'm like, all right, whatever, it's your birthday. Like, you want to do it, let's go, fuck it. So we go in, and as soon as we go in, immediately like people like are side-eyeing us, and it's like, ching.
Fuck. I hate that feeling, dude.
And then, and so then I was like already there, and we were already uncomfortable. But we're like, nah, fuck it, right? Like, it's my sister's birthday, and well, apparently my in-law wanted to come here, and like it was her husband. So I was like, all right, whatever. So then this guy's like, hey, let's go get free drinks. And I'm like, yo, I'm not going to get free drinks.
Fuck
like,
it. That would have been the first thing I'd do.
So
I show up there, all the
way.
drinks as much as I can.
So then, because we end up getting, like, we finished. We found out it was like an engagement party, a double engagement party. And pues whatever, right? We're already there, and the fucking newlyweds, they like fucking say hi to us or whatever. They receive us and everything. But then Val, my sister Val, the one that was, we were celebrating, she invited two other couples. But we had originally told the guy from the party, we're like, hey, 2 or more people are coming. Is it cool? Since the start, we're like, it's going to be 10 of us. Damn. So they get there, but they were even dressed a little bit more casual, like they had hats on and shit. So as soon as they walk in, also there was like one of our girlfriends, that was with those other couples that came in. She's like dark, right? She's not black. She's like half Mexican, half Nicaraguan, no sé, algo así.
Era morenita.
Afro-Latino.
So I guess as soon as they see them walk in, this fucking old man, way.
Oh, hell nah.
Pete, way, like fucking this Merc motherfucker, get on my boat. Like gacho, way, like yeah, way, they just kicked us all out. Like, hey, who the fuck are you? This and that. You need to get out of here. And then they like started touching us and like shoving us. So then shit started going down. Like at first I was like, hey, wait, this shit's like fucking like racist as fuck. But then they started like touching us. Like they started shoving one of my cousins. You know him. I won't say his name, but he's Wendy's brother.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah. And he was fucking picao. He's like, don't fucking touch me. I don't know what. And we're like, wow, shit's gonna go down. And yeah, dude, so these fucking people, way, they have the audacity to like to kick us out and like fucking in front of everyone, way, como nos avergonzaron bien feo. They're like, nah, get out, this and that. We know who you are. But obviously it was just like a bunch of bullshit. And then they kick out the dude that invited us. And then he's like, you don't know who the fuck I am, whatever. And then so I guess later they find out who he is. And then this fucking chapete, he's like literally, way, like from 1 second to he's like, oh no, we didn't know who you were. Come back in the party. I was like, no, I'm not gonna go back in the party. Well, you just humiliated me. You just kicked me out of like in front of a bunch of white people. It doesn't even matter the white. It's a bunch of people, and then now you're like fucking telling me to come back in. I'm not gonna go back in there.
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude, that was like pretty. It was stupid. And then later we bumped into them again downtown. I guess they finished their party, and like one of the dudes was like being all pique, and I was like, dude, we're not gonna fight you. Like you're fucking drunk. But yeah, dude, it was pretty
You
crazy.
didn't call them honkies or crackers or anything?
We
like
did,
that?
dude. We said a bunch of crazy shit. Yeah.
What was the best? Like,
Yeah, what's the best
what was
one?
the best one?
I don't know. I was just be like,
You fucking wigger. Or like,
Nah. I don't know. My cuñado was like screaming a bunch of shit. We were all pissed. Like, yeah, towards the end when they were like, come back in, we were like, nah, vete la verga. I was just like cussing at them, pero it was pretty stupid.
I'll come back in when you suck my dick, fucking asshole.
I feel like I've had like a discrimination thing, not based on like my skin, obviously, but I did have like two like big ones that I remember. Was one, I was at a debate camp, and well, like me and my and the person that I went with, dude, that's gonna make a shit ton of noise.
Okay,
But,
Can you mute it?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool.
me and the and the what's it called, the other person that I went with, my debate partner, essentially, was our names were, everybody was like Smith, Everett, Everest, like all these fucking names. They had,
Everest, the fuck, a
they
mountain,
had, bro.
or-
I'm telling you, bro.
I had the mountain on your
There was
team,
one
bro.
dude named Waters. His name was actually Forrest Waters. I'm not fucking with you. And so,
Yeah.
so
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay.
You're gooch.
So when we were there, well, I mean, obviously, like you get far north enough, like it doesn't matter what you look like. They're gonna hear your fucking
They'll know, dude.
the accent.
They'll know.
they're gonna
They'll
hear.
know.
They're gonna hear your
They're
accent
gonna-
and be like, "You fucking spick."
Yeah,
They're gonna know.
So I mean, but on top of that, we were the only ones who were like Ramirez and Bustamante.
Ramirez.
I remember I mean, since everybody was like kind of stuck with their own group and stuff, I mean, all these other fucking rich kids that were there, like, because they fucking paid for it, and they were all like a debate team from like one high school, whatever. Me and my debate partner, we just kind of scrapped up enough to like pay for, or we had like a scholarship thing or something, a grant, and we just, it was just me, her, my debate coach, and our speech coach. So, I mean, we were the only ones there. We would only stick with like our little group, right? And it started, obviously they caught on. They knew that we were like, they asked us, they're like, "Where are you from?" Oh shit! Actually, you know what? My my debate part, or I guess she was another debater on the team.
Was she a master
She was what's it called?
debater?
Good one, dude. She was dude. So we had roommates, dude. We had roommates, and
From like other places?
yeah, we had roommates because it was basically we were on a college campus, and the fucking this girl goes, she's like she tells my I don't want to name drop her, so I'm just gonna say my
Name
my,
drop.
Do
her.
it.
Name
it's
drop her.
Lauren.
Name
Lauren.
drop her.
Lauren.
Name drop.
Lauren. So she tells Lauren, she goes, where are you from? Right? This chick was from LaGrange, right? That's
Simon.
that fucking
fucking
ZZ
ZZ Top
plate.
song or what the
It's-
fuck?
It's a fucking city, dude.
I'm from the Greens.
Yeah, so
it is.
I've
so
never heard of that ever.
she was from LaGrange, and she was and she goes, no, Texas, bro. So
But
she
there's also LaGrange.
she asked, she
Is
goes, hey, where are you from, right? And she's like, I'm from Laredo. And she goes, oh, so like, did you have to swim to get here?
No.
What? Like,
Dude,
what
I'm
the
not
fuck?
fucking with you, bro.
Is she being serious?
She straight up asked that shit. She goes, she asked that, and then like on another night, I remember Lauren telling me, because we used to like we would hang out in like the lobby, and then we would like get like you know, cafeteria food, whatever the fuck, and she was like, hey, you know what this chick said? I think her name was like Ashley or something.
Hold on.
She goes, you know what this chick said? And she's like, what? She goes, not only did she ask me if I swam here, but she was like your parents, like, and you, like, are you legal? Like, how did you get here? Bro.
Fuck,
It was
dude.
crazy. So then on top of that, and this part, I'm be honest, me as like somebody who I feel like there's stuff that's just kind of off, like not off limits for comedy or whatever. This we were hanging out, and we were in the kitchen, and these guys knew that we were in earshot, so they would make these jokes that were like, you know they were offensive, right? Like they were meant to be offensive, which is what pissed me off. Like
because the intention behind
the intention,
comedy is what
100%.
matters.
Yeah. If you're looking to like offend someone
yeah.
purposely, and you're just being an asshole or whatever, right? So within earshot, mind you, we're sitting there, we're eating, and then they're like, one of the guys is like, hey, what do you call a Mexican without a lawnmower? And they would just be quiet. And he goes, unemployed. And they'd all start cracking the fuck up, dude. And they were like, another one was, how do you start a parade for Mexicans? Like, I don't know how. They were like, roll a quarter down a hill. And I'm like, some bullshit like that, dude. It was like,
that one doesn't make
it was, yeah. Well, they were just saying all these.
I think
all
you're
these,
mistaking us for Jews.
well, that's okay. So anyway, that was
a joke, whatever.
that was
No, it wasn't.
that was the intention, though, that they were just trying to like
Offend,
offend.
fucking children.
So
literally, right?
that was one instance I remember of all that shit happening. But dude, and it was kind of fucked. Now that I think about it, I remember having a conversation with Lauren where she was told that the reason that I moved on to the next round and she didn't was because I would enunciate more and I didn't have as much of an accent, right?
That's
and,
very racist.
And yeah, dude. And then like they were like, she was like,
you made
just- 'cause
good points.
She was like, you passed as white. That's why. And I was like, that's fucked, dude. It made me feel like shit. I had a huge like identity thing around that time also, where I was just kind of like, I don't know.
Am I white?
Like,
Am I Mexican?
No, not at all. I've always just like I'm Hispanic, right? I'm Mexican. I'm proud of those roots, right? And I've always like claimed that. So part of the reason why I've stopped going as Roger on like, in most interactions, I'll still do that for the comedy, but
You
like,
should just go the extra mile and just be like Roger. You know?
Yeah,
I don't
dude,
like that
say
either.
Roger.
No,
But you
up,
say
it's
Roger
Roger.
all the time.
well,
You
yeah,
do say
yeah,
Roger
yeah,
all the
Yeah,
time.
but I'm saying like in most interactions, like professional interactions and stuff, I don't let them say like, "Oh, can I call you Roger?" Like, no, call me Rogelio. You can call me Rogelio.
You can call me
It's-
Rogelio.
Yeah. So. So.
You can call me Roger.
So yeah. So that was one instance. Another time, my aunt used to. Well, she's wealthy, well off, right? And she was she whenever we would go and stay at her place, where we got passes to the country club. So I would go not knowing shit about like golf or racquetball or any of these kind of things, but I would go to the country club
Racquetball.
Squash.
so I could just fuck around. Or whatever,
Question:
right?
Is racquetball squash or what squash?
I don't fucking know.
All right, whatever.
And
Fucking Mexican.
we were there, like I would go with my brother and we would just start playing. My brother, in case you guys haven't seen, my brother's like way darker than me. like he's
Like darker than Josh.
darker than Josh, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got a little cafecito going on, right? And
Panero.
yeah, 100%. They used to call him Niglet. Shout out my brother and the people that called him that we was supremely offensive at the time, and I didn't know. But That's what they used to call him. So
Did you join at one point?
Oh,
100%. If it's gonna get me canceled, that'll get me canceled. But it used to be. It was like his nickname. It wasn't like, oh, hey, you're being a whatever, right? No, it was like his nickname. Like,
Like, I'm pretty sure mom called him that at one point.
no. None of my family. It was just my friends.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
sure Mikey. No, it might have been Nichols. I don't know. Whatever. Point is,
El Pinker.
we were there. We were playing tennis or something, and this white lady comes out. Excuse me, do you have permission to be playing here? Where are your parents? Like, he was she points at my brother and she goes, I don't remember seeing any black adults here today. I was like, oh, la verga. and then I was like, that's my brother. And she's like, bullshit, you're gonna have to get out of here. And I don't know what. I was like, what the fuck? So I go to my
You should make that a bit.
For real. I don't know why you haven't.
I go to my to my bag. Like I had my bag there open, and I showed her the little IDs or whatever, and she takes them actually, and she goes,
These are fake.
No. She goes, we don't have you identify. I don't know if you took these from somewhere, but you are gonna have to leave, and I will contact the owner of these cards to find out if you have authorization to be here. So me and my brother left. We got him back on our bikes, and we drove. We biked back to the place. My aunt gets a call not too long after that. I explained what happened. She was pissed, dude.
I would have been fucking pissed.
She was
bro.
fucking pissed. So she made a huge my.
Where was this?
No
Where was
offense
this?
in McAllen
Yeah.
Mission.
Allen.
My aunt is a Karen, 100%. But she plays to it. She plays to her strengths. So she made
Sometimes you gotta bust out the Karen, man.
you do. I mean, sometimes, right?
I mean, you don't, but like, if
not-
you're Karen,
sometimes you do.
Like, if you're Karen, no pedo. But I feel like if you're not a Karen, don't do the Karen. Like, you have no reason to do.
I mean, like,
but if you're a Karen,
I will
pues,
never.
Simon.
No Karen.
That was a perfect Karen situation.
Yeah, that's a Karen situation.
No, that's not a Karen situation. That's just a reason to be pissed because they're being racist to your fucking
Okay,
nephew.
fair
Fine.
point.
All
Yeah, all right. So whatever. She went and she let me talk to the fucking manager. Who was this bitch? And I don't know what. They couldn't identify who it was that spoke to us, and I couldn't either because, to be a little racist, they all looked the same to me. It was it was all like middle-aged white chicks, dude. Like I couldn't fucking identify one versus the other, so I was just kind of like, okay, well, I don't know who it was. So they pulled video to see who it was that went outside to talk to us. And they found out who that was, and they fired that bitch.
Fuck yeah.
So,
Moral of the story:
Don't be
racist.
and don't get on a yacht.
Do you don't get on a yacht?
So you said it was a houseboat? Wasn't a
Yeah,
yacht?
it was not a yacht. It was a houseboat.
What's the difference?
A yacht's a
yacht
yacht, and a houseboat
is
is a houseboat.
on.
Fuck
a
you
boat.
guys, man.
Yeah, literally, like
I don't know. I'm never gonna fucking see one
no,
of these
yeah.
things.
I mean,
Bitch,
you'll like the
think bigger.
difference. Like it's very like obvious. Like
Yeah, like
obviously,
one looks like
a
house.
yacht is like literally a boat, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a yacht, but like la forma de un barco, ¿verdad?
Bote.
Yeah, and then the fucking houseboat
Looks
is
like a
literally
house.
like a house, but it's like floating. I guess so.
What?
It's
okay.
stupid, yeah.
Floating house, dude.
Floating house.
So it's like the SBI stuff at like Port Isabel. Where,
like
the
literally,
stuff-
That's exactly
literally a house
right,
that's
yeah.
Okay,
floating.
cool.
Now,
All
now
right.
you get the idea.
That's
Did
not-
you ever
That's
get
not a
discriminated?
It's not as cool as any of the stories that you guys told, so I don't really want to tell it.
Yeah, and then what Roger
It was at a
said,
Chili's, I'd say that.
what Roger said, like the further north you go, like you're gonna like I thought I wasn't gonna get caught. Or not caught. Not caught.
I smell
I'm
the Mexican
sneaky.
on you.
Hey, wait, they literally did that. Wait. I was like, so I went up to Minnesota.
I have a fucking good question right now after this. But keep
Okay.
on.
And then, so I'm there, right? And I'm like, they're not going to notice. Wait, like, okay, before I wasn't as fat. I was thin.
If you go to Ivan's old Facebook pictures, he could pass as a white boy, I think.
Like, not a white boy, but like maybe somebody that just
Not
grew
at
up
all,
there.
dude. You see his old pictures. He looks.
Hold on.
Pasa de modelo, mijo.
Like I'm like white,
Sexy,
güey. Like
bro.
estoy blanquito, right? So I'm like, nah, no me van a discriminar ni nada. Güey, I go over there, this one fucking dumb motherfucking bitch she's like, so I had class with her, right? I had like some math class with her. And she comes up to me like after like, I guess a month and a half.
You smell like Mexico.
I wanted to say the N-word. She's like, you fucking rigger. Nah, no. She goes, hey, you're Mexican, right? And I'm like, a la verga. Like straight up, that's the first thing she said.
Yes,
like,
dude.
Hey, you're Mexican, right? And I'm like, why are you asking? She's like,
no, ma'am.
no, I was like,
No,
why?
ma'am.
I was like offended immediately. At that point, I was like already in defensive mode because a lot of shit had already happened.
And then the next thing she knows, it's because I want to fuck a Mexican guy.
yes. No,
Yes.
so then she was like, you're Mexican, right? And I'm like, why are you asking? Like, I'm all pissed, right? And she goes, oh, it's because of the way you dress. And I was wearing tees and some sweats. And I was like, I'm wearing sweats. And she's like, oh, yeah, I know, but I've seen you before. And I'm like, what? Like, I just dress normally. She's like, no, it's because of the way you dress. And I was like, that went on.
This guy was going to school in like the Mexico jersey and shit.
con una San Marcos.
A fucking poncho and shit.
Sarape and shit. What the
Con un charro a la verga. Es un informe de mariachi
Why
a la
what makes
verga.
you say that?
No, way.
Hold on. All right, you guys keep going. Hold on. Let me just respond to this message.
Yeah, no way. I don't know. It was crazy, dude. Like, and then when I would get food in the cafeteria, like at first.
Fucking taco.
Wait. Unas enchiladas, nah. Wait, no way. So like, I would get my food right, and I was walking, and like people would just be like side eyeing me, and I was like, oh, they're staring at me because I'm a freshman and I'm new, right? At first, but then it was already like 4 months in, and they were still staring. I'm like, you've never seen a Mexican or what? You fuck. Like they wouldn't even say you're Hispanic, you're Latin. No, you're Mexican. And I'm like, sí, a la verga. Like I was already fed up. But yeah, dude, there's a lot of racism in Minnesota.
That's cool.
Are we going to keep this Patreon?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was going to tell a story. Bro.
Do you want to? Oh, we can if you want.
Well, no, it's just.
Look, let's keep it Patreon.
It's okay. Look.
We'll edit out these parts, and it'll be only be on the Patreon.
Look, okay.
How
So
about that?
here's the reverse side of it, right? When it's to your benefit.
Yeah.
I was traveling for work for a good while, right? I was a trainer, a market trainer for Sears, and they would send me off to go and do these like, to go and do these like little, setups. And essentially, what I would do is I would train, like managers, but like when they were like in whole rooms and shit. And from there, what ended up happening is they ended up starting to send me into stores. And I remember going into this one store in Jersey. And in Jersey, apparently there was like a heavy like Mexican population, Hispanic population, because of the oil jobs that were in that surrounding area. So nobody fucking knew. Nobody knew. Everybody was just like, oh, it's Roger, right? And they I was just sitting there and I was training the managers, and that was that. And I remember this one girl, fuck, dude, I forget her name. Might have been like, I remember her last name was Patino.
What year was this?
It was like, a long time ago, 2014, 2015. And I go and I'm like, there, and she was like Puerto Rican or something.
Boricua.
And she was like, in one of the like adjacent departments or whatever. So one day somebody comes in and is like, like I said, one day somebody comes in and is like, hey, so we have a Spanish speaking customer, and we're like, we need to find somebody to help out, but Patino's not here today, right? And I was like, I can speak Spanish, and then they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. So I go and I start talking to this customer. No, es que estoy buscando una pantalla así de 55 pulgadas and I don't know what. Like, just saying this whole bullshit, right? and I'm like, okay, yeah. So I'm helping him out, right? And then
should have been aquí tanto 55 pulgadas.
and then so that girl shows up. And immediately she sees me like talking Spanish, and she's like,
the Patino?
dude, yeah. I don't know what the fuck it was about. No, get this, dude. It's such a ridiculous fucking story. So then she goes, oh, you talk Spanish? And I'm like, yeah, I'm basically from Mexico, right? And then she's like, what? What do you mean? I'm like, I live like South Texas, like border. And she goes, oh, that's cool. What's your name? And I'm like, Roger. It's actually Rogelio, whatever. She was like, oh, well, like, how long are you here for? Like, what are you doing? Immediately, dude. Oh my God, off the charts. And I was just kind of like, oh shit, okay. So then get this, dude. I was driving a rental. And you know what I had for a rental at the time? A fucking convertible Camaro. Convertible. I have pictures of it and shit, dude. A convertible Camaro. It was like a burnt orange, ugly fucking color, but it was cool as shit. And every time I would leave, I'd fucking pull that fucking top down, bro. I'd start like bumping whatever the fuck was like, you know. I was actually listening to a lot of Pusha T at the time. And so I fucking, you know, pull out of the park. And, you know, me being in there like fucking SpongeBob. Hi, how are you? You know, like us. But it was you know, you know, and then when I'm leaving, you know, they're like, oh, this guy, like, what the fuck, man? He's cool. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's a
He's got a little flavor, dude.
So whatever.
Mexican.
I remember like
Spanish.
I leave, whatever. I come back next day, and I open with that girl. Right. And so she starts asking me questions. Hey, so what are you going to do for like lunch? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. What time do you take lunch? I can take lunch whenever. And then she's, oh, I'm going to take it at this time. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, I bet I'll take it whenever you take it. And you show me around. Cause like, I don't know anything here. Right. And
what
sure
city
enough,
was
bro.
it?
It was in Jersey City.
Jersey City.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were, so we were like talking or whatever. And then she ends up like, oh, so like, let's go in your car. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, let's go in my car, whatever. So if I can get in the car.
You're like, which car? Oh, that
drive
one.
around. Hey, this is a nice car. And I'm like, I wanted to be like, it's a rental. Like, you know, it's a rental. You have to know it's a rental. But I didn't say shit, right? So we go, whatever. I get off work. She's like, hey, so like normally I have my friend pick me up, but like he's not able to pick me up. Do you think you give me a ride?
Nah, she's like,
I was like,
I don't need a ride today. She texted him.
I was like, yeah, sure. I just need to head to another store. Do you want to come with me? And she was like, yeah, sure. Head to another store. I dropped off some papers. I went, and then like we're driving, and she's like, where are you staying at? And that was it, dude. That's all she wrote, bro. Like, nah, dude.
It's
money.
Patreon.
Easy. No, so yeah, well, it's because, so, you know,
nah, dude.
Eventually we go. What's funny, what must have shattered the illusion, I think, a little bit, but she was already too deep into the commitment at that point, I guess. We picked up some food. We go to the fucking hotel room. My hotel room, bro, trash, dude.
No,
it wasn't bad. It was like, you know, it was a
clothes all over.
It was no, it wasn't dirty. It was just, imagine like you're talking to this dude. Right?
Oh,
do you think? Oh, big bucks.
Era un pinche
it was like a regular La Quinta, like one bedroom. Didn't have a TV and shit. Like so
really fucking if we're going to the hotel room.
Show up,
no
whatever.
TV.
I like to concentrate on myself.
Dude, I remember that time I was bumming it like pretty hard. It was just on the laptop with a fucking hacked Fire Stick. Dumb, dude. But anyway, yeah. So, bless your heart, dude.
To your benefit, dude.
Yeah, played it to my benefit. I think around that time.
Well played. What was your question, Josh?
Do you think it's possible to be racist to white people?
Oh, this is a topic.
I feel like they wouldn't even get like hurt since there's like so much. I don't know, like white supremacy. They'd just be like, "Fuck you, Beaner," and just leave and feel better about it.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't think you could be. I don't mean you really can. Obviously, like it's obvious that you can, but like
you don't think it'll affect them?
I mean, I don't think that. I think they're like, I don't want to say they're too stupid, but like I'm pretty sure nobody has experienced it. You think people have experienced racism, white people? I don't think so.
I mean, like.
Where?
I think it's possible to be racist to a white person. Will it affect them the way it affects like minorities? Probably not.
How is it possible?
It's very possible.
What do you mean?
You could be racist to anyone.
Yeah, you could be racist to anybody.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
100%. Like you could be like, oh,
we could do like the exact inverse of like what happens in a situation to where like let's say a white person like walks in here and we're like, get the fuck out of here, you white person, whatever the fuck. Like we're being racist, or like to a white person.
We don't like treat you the same as we treat a Mexican like in a restaurant.
Like sure, you can be like discriminatory or whatever, but
that's
I don't
the
think
definition
it's
of
like
racism.
they have that. Okay, so I've heard like the concept that you were saying right now. Like you just said, like I don't think it would hurt somebody, right? Because of a place of like a power imbalance, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the whole like point, or not point of racism, but what makes racism racism. There's a power imbalance. It's always been that way. There's a systemic power imbalance in place that keeps people subjugated and marginalized. And, you know,
You're using all these big words, dude.
fuck off, dude.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about.
You're not
I
saying
know what
anything.
you mean. I know exactly what you mean, but I don't think that's true. Like, I just think it's, well, I don't know. I just think it's always, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I don't think it would affect them the same way. I 100% it wouldn't.
I think it's possible to be racist to a white person
To
would
anyone.
affect any other person, right? Any person, based on, because you're discriminating based on race, which is literally the definition of racism.
I think you're agreeing with Josh on the point, just on the point that you think you can like
No, I'm
identify and
I'm saying-
discriminate.
I'm saying
But based on
I'm
race.
saying you could be racism to anyone. I agree with him on that. Yes, but I also say like they wouldn't take it, or they wouldn't affect them as much as
a
if you're
minority.
racist to like a black person or to like a Mexican
So
or a
okay,
Hispanic.
I
person.
think like I've seen where this argument has gone like multiple times or whatever, right? What a weird shift it must be for Marlene to be walking in here and be like, oh, they were just talking about some
I know,
dumb shit
right?
and other time. I get what you're saying, and I've seen the conversation like kind of flow in between different things, but I think
shit.
if we're talking strictly move that because it usually knocks it over, or does it have anything?
No, it's empty.
Cool. The what was it called? Just the definition, right? Racism. It's superiority. It's a big.
What's the
talk-
actual definition?
Yeah,
of
we'll
racism?
put it up right now.
Put it up right now.
Are we talking about being racist to someone that isn't black?
It's because no, we got
Being
we
racist
got
to people in general.
discriminated. We
Yeah.
we had little.
Ivan had a story where he got discriminated this past weekend.
Yeah, you told me. You told me that there was a story. I didn't hear
Yeah.
the story, but you told me there was a story.
Prejudice.
I guess you're gonna have to subscribe to the Patreon.
Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized.
Okay,
Right?
then that's
The
that's a
belief,
qualifier.
and then here's another one: the belief that different races possess distinct characteristics, abilities, or qualities, especially so as to distinguish them as inferior or superior to another.
They would
Okay.
definitely pick Roger to read in elementary. Like, hey, you're reading all day today. You should read everything. You don't know what I'm
Sorry,
talking
I
about,
can
right?
read, dude.
Yeah, dude, why do you know how to
That was a
read?
compliment.
Yeah, you better be
dumbass.
sorry.
That was a
Fucking
compliment.
privilege all over the place.
So I just think like just based off that definition, like if we're talking about like
Yeah,
a
then
power
that
imbalance,
completely invalidates what I was saying
I mean,
because of the last part of it.
yeah, I mean,
But that was like the second. That was the second
No,
one.
no,
wasn't
no.
it?
No, no, no.
It was
The
both
first one
together, just
is
so-
all the thing, and then at the end, but
Oh.
it applies to individuals that are identified by like a minority or whatever.
so I
Well,
mean,
that's why they say that you can't be racist against a white person,
That's exactly.
That's what
which
we're
is an
discussing.
argument that you and I have had before.
Yeah.
That you're like, yes, you can.
Like
Right.
you can.
And I'm saying
But
that I was
it-
wrong. Is all.
Yeah, so technically you can because they have never been a minority, right?
Exactly. Like,
San Antonio.
what? It's freezing over there.
All frozen. My
Oh,
homie's
shit.
car
you
is-
just came from over
I
there.
literally just came from
It's
there.
all frozen.
Well, it was fucking 30 degrees when I left. I was
Yeah, my homie just sent me a video. His car is like completely frozen, like all the windows.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marlene from That's Just My Opinion.
From San Antonio.
Don't you have my intro?
Yes, I do. It's on
and
here.
Peanut.
And Peanut, you can actually see him on here. Peanut, the
Cacahuate.
Oh shit!
El
It's gonna be
cashew.
fucking cold as fuck on Friday.
yeah, man.
Oh.
The rescue that you guys can.
Qué bueno
adopt.
para que no se encueren.
Sí, pues como que armó un cora.
¿Por qué? ¿Quién se quieren curar?
Iván, always.
We might be able to go in the morning. Fuck it. I'd rather go in the morning.
All right. Well, I mean,
Academy.
either way, check-in's not until 3. So,
Let's just go jack off.
dude, how are we gonna do
Academy.
ranch cast when it's gonna be fucking 39 degrees outside?
That's true. Well,
Wait, when did
Well,
you
with a
wanna do
big ass
ranch?
jacket.
Oh, on
Friday.
Friday.
yeah. Oh, speaking of which, did you bring my jacket?
Mm-hmm. It's in
I
my
left
truck.
mine in
Fuck yeah.
Corbett.
For real? The fucking puffy white one? Your fucking Bad Bunny one? Or?
No. Fuck you. No, the brown one.
It's a
dude.
badass jacket. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's nice. It's real nice.
Why don't you just wear that one?
I mean, first of all, I'm not even going to the ranch.
Ah, that's true. Right. Yeah.
But like, I am gonna wear it for work because I don't have the other one.
I'm gonna fucking wear to work and walk
Like,
in.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
oh no,
Yeah. What?
Aquí andamos trabajando or some shit. You know who fucking does
You
this?
sounded like El General more than Bad
Dude,
Bunny.
fucking Eric does or Monch does like such a good Bad Bunny. I was fucking dying the other day.
No
right?
way.
Yes, I couldn't stop like fucking laughing.
That's crazy.
He show up after I left or what?
No. It was like over the weekend we were cooking out of my mom's. Yeah.
Wasn't invited.
Yeah, you weren't invited, Roger.
Nobody was invited.
I wasn't invited. I was invited either.
Yeah.
That was I.
Fucked up.
Ooh, and Ivan lives in front.
I know.
I was in Corpus getting
Yeah.
discriminated.
Oh yeah, that's true.
On the
So
houseboat.
the long story short of
Sure.
the long story short of Ivan getting discriminated was that they went to a yacht party.
A yacht that was not a yacht.
Yeah, it turned out to be a houseboat.
Turned out to be a houseboat.
Do you know there's a difference?
Like the fishing ones,
It was like
I don't
a
know.
house.
Like literally a house.
or
It's
like
a house.
the.
It's a house
It's
on
literally
water.
a house on water. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a house and it's like floating.
So remember the one that we
I didn't
saw
know
in that
this
show that you
existed.
liked? The one in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
It was Miami actually, not San Francisco.
No, it was in San
you
Francisco.
do.
It was Miami.
I will look at it right now. It's going to be in San Francisco.
Well, there's two.
Okay, well, the one that I saw was San Francisco.
Go Peanut. Go.
Point is, they show up, but they didn't tell them that it was a tux party. So they just showed up, like, they were out, like, for dinner for his sister and everything. And they were like, get the fuck out, Mexicans, and all this shit. Y'all smell like Mexico.
Yeah.
Just
You
like
smell bad.
Who brought the fucking tacos?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
They gave him a platter of snacks, and then on one side there was like cheese sticks, and on the other side there was Takis, and he picked the Takis.
No,
And they're like,
Get
the
that
wrong
motherfucker
choice.
We went in there.
Wrong fucking
And
choice.
I told my cousin Eddie, I was like, que voy a agarrar una charola y ponte a servir.
No,
He's like, al chile, sí. It was bad, dude. It was all white people.
Ew.
It was like that fucking.
Were they playing Taylor Swift?
imagine
Yes, they were.
They were all doing weird, like,
Like,
dances.
we're all dancing horribly. They had
You should have recorded this shit.
Like, I'm pretty sure if they had chicken, it was not seasoned. Way 100%.
You're glad he didn't have to eat there.
Fuck! I was gonna say something and I completely forgot. Way to go, Roger.
why me? You guys are saying
If you haven't gotten up since you sat down, you fucking
I'm gonna
asshole.
stay seated, bro. What
For
the
real.
fuck?
Just stay here and guard it all night, please. Fucking. So, like, the story that I have, babe, right now, if you've ever had a discriminatory experience, share it. But I want to tell mine, which is, like, not really that cool as theirs.
Go for it.
I was at a Chili's in Dallas after one of the Mexico national games that we went to. And then it was me, my girlfriend at the time, Monch, and his wife. And plus we were like wearing Mexico jerseys and shit. I had a fucking bandana on that said Mexico across the fucking thing.
You were Mexican to the ass.
To the fucking ass, dude. I might as well have like just been wearing a sarape and shit. But fuck it. And
Washing dishes in the back.
for real. Like, hey, ya llegaron a trabajar. No, and so pues we get there and they take forever to give us a seat. First of all, like other people got there and they seated them, and then we were just like, what the fuck? Like, can we get a table? So we get a table, and then this other like couple gets the table across from us, and like they fucking go and take their orders and all this shit. We never got any fucking waiters or anything. We're like, yo, like, where the fuck is everyone at? And after like 40 minutes of waiting, they barely like brought the drinks that we had ordered and shit. And they were being fucking assholes, dude. Like, they would literally like just we were trying to flag them down or whatever, and they would just walk right past us like they weren't even like if we weren't even fucking there, dude. It was crazy. They brought us the drinks and they were like, here, and I was like,
make it last, because that's the only way you're gonna get it.
Real
Fucking
shit.
Peter.
So like after a while, I was just like, yo, we gotta get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, fuck this shit. And because we let them know, like, hey, we're gonna leave.
Because y'all are rude as hell.
Because you guys are fucking not like paying us any sort of attention. Like, this other couple got here like way after us. You guys they've already gotten their fucking food. You haven't even come to take our order, like all this shit. And I was like, saca tu pinche manager a la verga. And then I was like, yo.
Pulled the Karen?
Yeah,
You
I
pulled
pulled
a
a
Karen.
Karen. See, I was like, racism, I think, qualifies you to pull a Karen. You know? And I
Yeah.
was like, look.
But in Spanish, it's called a Juana.
A Juana?
Juana.
I don't think Juana is the right one. There's
Nah.
another one.
No, es como una...
Maribel.
Pinche encanto que le...
Maribel. Una Mari, no, nomás una Mari.
Una Mari.
Una Mari.
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 Doña
this-
Mari.
Una doña Mari.
We had this
La
lady.
cocinera and shit.
We had this lady at Sears who was named Mari.
She's a Karen.
She would show up. She was a Karen, 100%. She would show up,
She was a
but
Mari.
here's the thing. She had like hardcore, like the face surgery,
Rosacea?
plastic
Oh,
surgeries.
okay. Like Botox and shit?
Yeah. So she had like big ass lips, dude. And she was old. She always had like this crazy red lipstick. And one time she showed up, and Nichols and Mikey know this. She showed up in a purple suit, and she earned the nickname La Joker from that point forward. It was fucked up. But she looked like the Joker, dude. She had it was like, I'm not even kidding, dude, all purple suit. You know, as the ladies, they get all dressed up just to go pay a bill at Bell's or some shit. Like, that's all it was.
That was me during the
to go to Luby's.
My grandma used to do that shit. Take 4 hours to get ready, just she could go drop off a fucking check at Bell's.
They don't have anything to do with it.
That's sad, dude.
Hold on, you just sent a quick message. Sorry,
this guy.
Just gonna OD before I get to that.
Que dijo it's Patreon, whatever.
Yeah.
Can be on my phone.
Yeah, and that was my experience. We left and we were like, "Fuck you," and the manager was super like, "Nah, just stay. You guys can get like comp the meal and all this other shit." We're like, "Nah, dude, like it's cool. We're in a jet.
Give it to me to go."
Yeah, we're in a jet. We're going to a Whataburger.
So I know it's
fuck
real.
y'all. And then
We're going to Taco Cabana.
yeah. So we fucking jetted. We went to Whataburger, but like, see, like it wasn't as cool as like getting.
I'm pretty sure Whataburger was way more delicious than Chili's.
100%, bro. It hit the spot.
I forget Chili's exist.
I don't like Chili's. I don't.
Never been to Chili's.
Really?
I lied. I went to Chili's.
I know who hasn't. Dude.
I went to Chili's this last last year because it was my girlfriend's.
You can say her name. We all know who she is.
Oh yeah, it was CEO's.
Okay, there we go.
I think aunt.
Family member.
Whatever, relative. And I didn't even eat anything there. He just drank those big ass margaritas. Those shits
Which are pretty good, right? The Presidente
good.
one's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've never had them. I've been there, but like the last time I went was like 3 years ago when my homie got out because he was working. He got out of jail. He was working there, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna tip you, and that's it. I never went back. Wait, they gave me like these fucking, what do you call those? Like I guess like the ones they give you at fucking chimichangas. I don't know what the fuck
burritos.
It was.
What the fuck?
I don't know, some bullshit. Like but it was super bad. It was super Americanized. Estaban todas duras, güey. Parecía ladrillo, and I was like trying to bite it. I never went back.
I think I never liked Chili's because my mom brought me food from Chili's once, and they were like, they were like chicken strips, like chicken tenders, which it's kind of hard to fuck up a chicken tender, right? And like I bit into it, and it was like all uncooked batter.
Oh, that's fucking horrible.
That's
horrible.
disgusting.
It ruined my Chili's experience. So.
Chili's
Fuck
was
Chili's.
Applebee's.
Chili.
I was gonna say like Chili's and Applebee's are the exact same thing.
Yeah,
Literally.
Applebee's superior.
No,
yeah.
I don't know.
I like Applebee's.
Applebee's is way better than Chili's.
No, if you
Chili's
look,
is
if you put the
like-
menu side by side, it's the
I want to
exact same
say
thing.
it's the same concept. It does
100%.
not mean that it's
Yeah,
the same.
yeah.
Like
'Cause-
Applebee's is like
No, because
here and Chili's is like
First of all, you can be
Under
racist to white
peanut.
people. Secondly, Chili's and Applebee's are the same thing.
like Chili's food, I won't fuck with. Applebee's, I'll eat like the chicken and shrimp thing, the bourbon chicken and shrimp thing. That one's pretty good.
I love the classic combo appetizer thing.
Yeah, that
The
one's
Chili's
good.
one's is better.
That's literally
My
the
girlfriend
one
is
that
at fucking Applebee's right now, and I'm like, I want
Dude,
wings.
we should go after this. I'm gonna tell Anna if she wants to go. If you guys
Well,
are down.
we have another episode to record.
we have to record with
Ah.
Josie.
Oh, you guys are doing your shit.
Yeah.
We have to
Your-
record
not
with
your shit,
Josie.
your podcast.
What time?
Your shit.
No,
know, right?
it's
Not
not for
you.
TJMO.
It's us.
It's like an episode.
Yeah.
It's not for AOTV. It's
Yeah.
for something Josh wants to do. Well, we want to do.
Nah, I want to do it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys see my shoes?
Is
Yeah,
that what
they're
you're?
badass,
This is a
dude.
little flex, dude. Damn, I used to have some of
that was
those.
a hard flex. Not
I
a-
have-
the Nike.
You guys want to see my
SBs, dude.
socks?
Your friend's socks
It says,
Please.
"How you doing?"
How you doing?
that you finally wore after
That I
like, 5
finally wore
years.
after like
Esteban,
months.
okay.
Why?
Esteban
Why?
Gonzalez. He doesn't have a joke. He's like talking like a New Yorker.
Oh, yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Who are you talking
Esteban
about?
That's just how
Gonzalez.
he. That's just how he randomly talks every day.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No,
Steve.
he does a joke like that. I think.
Steve, his New Yorker accent will come out occasionally. His family's from there.
I know.
He's-
No, but
he's-
Esteban does a joke and then he says, "How you doing?" or something bullshit like that. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Keep on going.
I thought it was something to do with toast. Isn't that his joke?
Yeah,
Mm,
we're gonna
yes.
put that out here.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not.
We got a show coming up.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
I'm gonna try to headline with Ivan. Do a co-headline.
What? I don't know about that. Where?
Yeah, well, it's just we just solidified it today. So,
Nice.
well, that not
What can you
completely
say?
solidified it. It's in March.
Merch.
I think it's spring break week. No,
No, I think it's after.
After spring break. And I'm gonna be co-headlining with this guy, and we might have. It's an all local show. That's the thing, you know.
So I'm not on it. Is what you're telling me.
I mean,
So you're not invited.
If I'm being honest, like we have the feature and the host spot, like kind of. I mean, the opening and the host spot kind of like in the air.
Like if
I'm
So you
kidding.
can
I'm
apply.
totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm not.
So
not
you
funny
can
enough.
send your resume.
It's
not
just
funny
it's
enough.
the thing is that I'm also kind of thinking like if we don't do it like a co-headlining thing, like we'll do.
You guys should do like one joke.
I want to do one.
You guys should joke about each other.
Or we just have an all 15-minute. Like everybody gets 15 minutes, and we have like a bill of like 6 comedians, and that's enough to fill the hour and a half.
Everyone gets 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's a lot of chicken nugget jokes.
That's a bad idea because some comics don't have enough, and they'll just like go like out of their ass, and it would not go well. Like
that's why I'm thinking the other format.
I can give you 7 solid minutes, right, babe?
That's funny, dude.
And that's his only joke.
That's my time. You should
fucking 5
save
seconds.
that one for the mic, motherfucker.
I know, dude.
Lad, dude.
No, yeah, the something in the other format might go better. We have a host 10 minutes up, then opener 5 minutes, and then
10.
a feature 15, and then we do 20, 25.
Okay. No, la verga. Yo te doy
And you
20.
do the rest of the hour.
For real, you do 2 hours. Do 2 hours.
Then Josh goes on for an hour.
Dude, last time
I can do an hour. Crowd work.
The show at
Just turn
the
into a
show at
podcast.
Rooftop.
Chile.
The show at Rooftop, I went prepared for 15 minutes. Then he told me do 20. So I did 20. And I just, once I felt the rhythm, I wasn't even going off of anything. And I hit like 25 minutes. And I still had a shit ton to go.
I have some notes about your set from that night.
You weren't even fucking there. This guy.
It's because I feel like I hear a lot. Nah, just
It's because every time
Your jokes are very much based on.
Fuck you, dude. All right, look.
That's why you did 25. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to.
Because he got inspired.
He had some inspo.
You saw him and you saw into his eyes. You were like,
He went.
Stole all his jokes.
Dude, I remember when he like I was like I turned and looked at him because he was supposed to light me at 15 just to kind of at 15 just to kind of give me a gauge of like okay I've got 5 minutes, and then at 19 to tell me I've got 1 minute left. Didn't fucking light me at 19, so I just kept going. And it wasn't until he stood next to the stage I turned. I was like, how much time I got? He's like, you're already gonna hit 25. I was like, oh shit, sorry.
I mean, I guess he saw how much of a.
All right, dude. Anyway, so.
So he tried. He purposely he tried to make you look bad by not telling you how much time.
No, not at all.
No, there was.
And then you just, it bit him in the ass because you did good.
No, that wasn't it. Actually,
I don't think that was the case. But
dude, this is.
I'm gonna take off these fake glasses first of all. I'm tired of
this. You're gonna you're gonna chop this part off for. Nah.
No, I'm gonna create the clip for the promo
from
this
that.
episode.
Stop being a culo, Roger.
Look.
Talk all this shit. Look, Patreon only. Patreon only. Yeah.
No.
Patreon only.
I don't care if he listens because he knows, right? But Aaron came up to me after the show, and actually it started like this. I went up to him and I was like, dude, I was cocky, riding my wave. I felt good. It was probably my best.
As you should.
My best set, right?
Humble Roger 2022.
Humble Roger 2022 was not present that night, right?
No, not at all.
And I got off stage and I was just kind of like, fuck yeah, dude, it's shredding, whatever. And Aaron's like, whoa, look at this guy, big and tall, walking big and tall, and I was just like fuck yeah, dude, best fucking set, dude. This is the best fucking set I've had.
You are
and
tall.
then he was like, I don't know, I think I got it. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, I think I had the best set of the night. I was like, Breckle hasn't even got out. You're already like, and he was like,
assuming.
He was like, oh, I got it, dude. Come on. I was like, Aaron, it's okay to let go, dude. It's okay to let go, dude. Just let me have this one. And he's like, all right. And he just like walked off. After the show, we're like sitting down at the bar, and I've got Ivan next to me, and Isaac, and Franny.
All the eyes.
And
and Franny.
And I'm sitting there with Aaron on my side, and we're like eating pizza, and the bartender or the guy that owns the bar or whatever the fuck, he comes up to me. He's He's like, hey, man, I got to say, I've seen a lot of comics come around here. You're one funny motherfucker. And then he just walked off, and I could sense Aaron's asshole pucker. I could, because immediately
because I had my
just started
finger
smelling weird.
Immediately afterwards, I felt the difference in his like attitude or whatever. And then people the whole night, dude, coming up to me, dude, fucking bad. I said, oh my god, you're fucking hilarious, whatever this and that. And then so he starts telling me, hey man, I don't know, I gotta talk to you about something. And I'm like, what's up? And then we had a discussion as comics where, you know, sometimes you just kind of like need to talk about certain things, but I felt very unfairly. He claimed that that I was he said he sensed a lot of me in he said he sensed
a lot of him.
I sensed a lot of me in your set. And I was just kind of like, I felt like, and I haven't talked to him about it, right? I haven't squashed anything because I probably should, but I haven't said anything about it because I was like, it didn't really bug me all that much. But now that I think about it a little bit more, I was like, dude, I had a really good set that night. And like, he knows that was like the first time. But it
did bug you. That's the thing. It did.
Yeah. So it's whatever. I'm not, I mean,
Sorry.
I kind of feel like we've had, you know, I haven't really performed with Aaron as much as we used to. So I think maybe it's just hard for him to like distinguish or whatever. Like the difference is, I don't think I've got any similarities to his, you know, set at all.
Yeah,
I actually think we've got like some good complementary sets, which is why we always did good on the road together. So, but it's whatever, man. I also think like he's obviously doing like a bunch of shit, selling out shows all over Texas. So it's like, you know, he's doing something right? Like, so I wanted to take it with like a grain of salt and be like, okay, maybe there is something there. But then I'm also thinking like, maybe it's just he's seeing me as like a comic that's like progressing somewhere, and he wants to kind of like maybe get some credit for that, which I'll do, right? Because I mean, I wouldn't be doing this shit on the road if it wasn't for him, you know. But it just
credit where it's owed.
But it did kind of feel like it was coming out of a place of like, I don't know, like harm, I guess. So, but it is what it is. So now that joke fucking follows me everywhere. Because I told these guys, so now every time they're like, oh no, I hear a little bit of Aaron in your set.
it's the new meme, dude. The group meme, dude.
I mean, but they always say shit like that about like everything. So
that's true.
It's just the new one. They'll forget in a week.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
100% one.
We got a meme that dates back 2 years. Come on.
Yeah, nah.
We got hella memes.
It's gonna stick at least all of 2022.
For
the fucking year barely started.
It's a good unless there's something that is funnier.
Unless something else happens this weekend, then that shit's gonna be.
I was thinking that. We'll see. I mean, shit, he might go. That's gonna be interesting.
I'm not sharing my drugs, dude.
So Marlene, now that you're on here, let's talk about you for a second, or what?
Sure.
All right, cool. You just did.
I always love talking about me.
Facts. Did you fucking fart again, dude?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Nah, dude. He hasn't farted. I haven't farted. Nobody's farted.
Okay.
You're fucking crazy.
Am I?
What the fuck? Wait, that was very random.
I don't know. I guess he's hearing shit or smells shit. But this place smells
you know what I noticed? You
yeah,
say
this here it smells kind of weird.
It smells kind of funky in here. But also that you're saying something. Whenever I move my feet from the carpet, maybe you're getting some whiff from the carpet, because I smelled it when we were when you had moved it. When you set it down, I was like,
all right, whatever.
Damn, I was about to say that it's a cute carpet.
It is a
nice
carpet.
carpet.
It's a cute carpet, but it could smell like Bella. It's not a big deal.
Oh yeah, but that takes away the cuteness. Like
that's true.
Does it?
Ew.
My dog smells
like
shit.
Why the fuck does it smell like that bad?
It's not as cute.
Your Bella smell cute?
Okay, what did you want to talk about? That's not talking about me.
I know. I didn't want to.
Let's
just
talk about me
recorded
for
a
a
Spanish episode.
Oh yeah,
that's
I
just
did.
my opinion. Well, how does that feel?
It felt really weird. First of all,
you did it?
Yeah. It was fully. I mean, maybe one or two words that I said in English that I just wasn't in Chile Spanglish. I just wasn't even able to think that fast. So a really big reason of why I started doing episodes in Spanish is because I feel like I'm losing my Spanish. Like it happened to me a couple of years ago whenever I was hanging out with like a lot of LCC people that was like Spanglish, like just Spanglish. And I started speaking Spanglish, or I started saying certain things in a certain like accent. Instead of like saying pendejo, I'll be like, ha pendejo. Like, I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Like, and I just kind of got annoyed about myself. So now I'm trying to speak Spanish in a more correct way and recording episodes with Spanish speakers help me.
Drop some bars, dude.
Go for it.
Háblame en español. Vamos a hablar todo español por los siguientes 5 minutos.
Nah, fuck that.
Roger's like, I'm finally getting up.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
He's like, nah, I'm going to go.
Nah, I'm a bit uncomfortable right now. Dale, Roger. No es joto, güey.
No.
Puro pinche cartel de Santa la verga, compa.
The only reason I ask, la única razón por que pregunto es porque
He sounds like a fucking
pinche locutor, puñetón.
Estamos aquí en vivo. Puros éxitos.
Stop.
107.3. No, pregunto porque hay un episodio que quizás grabaríamos con Ricardo.
We lost half of our
Oh, that's true.
Y pues normalmente habla más español que inglés. So,
Ey, ese vato es de México, entonces. O
sí.
sea, ese vato sabe hablar español mamalón. So.
Eso sí.
Yeah.
So, necesito que estés aquí tú presente. Ya le dije a Mario. Vamos a que Roger no salga en ese episodio.
Really?
That's how I used to feel whenever I wanted to record with my mom, because my mom mostly speaks Spanish. Like, she'll understand English and she knows how to speak it, pero se hace pendeja.
I
Like,
could talk Spanish. I just don't like being put on the spot.
Just go, dude.
Yeah, we all.
I don't
I
like
spoke
it.
Spanish.
I don't
just
like being
spoke
put on the
Spanish.
I
suck
spoke
at Spanish.
I spoke Spanish earlier when I was doing the.
You said like a phrase.
Whatever, dude. I'm not gonna do it because it makes me.
don't be
really-
hating. A phrase is Spanish.
But part of my fucking job, the last one that I had to go
Oh,
and
yeah,
talk
was
to
speaking
people
Spanish.
in Spanish. How do you think I functioned with like talking to people?
We're doing
This-
Sears.
No, dumbass.
I'm kidding.
I kid.
I'm kidding, idiot.
I kid you not.
But
I kid
even
you
yes,
not.
in Spears,
In Spears,
in Sears, I relearned Spanish in working retail, 100%.
Same.
So biblioteca.
When did you work retail?
I worked at Target for a while.
For like a week?
No, it was for
like
a
a
while.
good
Shit,
while,
you've never
yeah.
had a retail job, Josh?
I've
Yeah,
never
I
had a
worked at
retail
Target.
job. I've never had a retail job.
What have been your jobs? Like call center? know you
So
did that
I
for a bit.
started. Well, my mom used to own a driving school, so I started like in an office and like customer service, right? Like that has always been my thing. My dad was into sales, my mom was into sales, and like they all did customer service all the time. From there on, I went to a laundromat. My mom used to own one in Monterrey. And then from there, like whenever I started working for myself, because usually it was like family businesses, like restaurant, blah, blah, blah. Whenever I actually applied for a job, it was a call center job for Western Union. And I lived in Mexico at the time. And what I did was literally just call like las casas de cambio, like the ones that like literally give you money. And I'll call them and be like, the rate to Colombia today is blah, 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 and like
Just give them the rates?
literally just give them the rates. And then I'd probably do that for like 3 hours, and then after that it was like that was it. So then that was customer service, and then after that I went into being a vet, like a vet assistant. And from being a vet assistant I went to being a server, and then from being a server I was a lifeguard, and from lifeguard I went into insurance, and then from insurance I had Border Town Pets, which is more customer service, and then now I'm a server again. Like, nice. I've never had retail jobs.
Oh, yeah. I
have COVID.
I smoke cancers.
No, hey, stop fucking. All right, so
stop cancer 2022.
We talked about this like a little while ago. You have a new like job at a restaurant now, and like what kind of restaurant?
Dude, that job is fire, dude. I before she says anything, I went to the one in Mexico. It's fucking fiery. Like,
what's it called?
Cervecería Chapultepec.
How is it here?
It's good. So I found out about that restaurant in Monterrey because I had a friend that her boyfriend, now husband, is like a manager there. So one of the times that I went, she's like, oh, let's go here. Like, we can drink for free. And I was like, oh, period. I'm there. So we went there and I saw it, and it's like the same concept, and it's very much like inexpensive and like just like botaneando and like drinking and like spending a good time type of deal. Like it's not supposed to be like a place where you go with your family to have dinner. You know, like you. Yeah. It's
like
mostly made
like
Tavernia, yeah.
But it's not like it's like raza. It doesn't. It's not like super fancy. It's not, and everything's inexpensive. So whatever.
Vas a mamarte, güey, nomás, güey.
Yeah. In a way, it's kind of like a pre-gaming place.
Lit right now, dude.
Honestly, it's kind of like a pre-gaming place. But
I want to. Well, the only one is there's like a spot like that here. Is there?
No, there isn't.
Like, it's called My House. Used to be. So okay, so then whenever I moved to San Antonio in 2020, I had a friend that she was like, "Hey." Just like, you know, random. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing? I want to go check out this place." And at the time, everything was $3. So she was like, everything is $3, like beer, food, shots. Like everything, shots. Like shots of like liquor, not like stupid little, you know, mixed shots that don't even fucking taste like shit. Like shots. And she had told me about it. She's like, everything's $3. So what I kind of like made the idea in my head, I was like, maybe on Thursdays. Because it was like a Thursday or something like that. So I was like, everything is $3 today. And I was like, oh, con madre. But I never went. So then once we went to San Antonio, it was last year, right? 2021. We went to San Antonio because I had like a foster event for like the dogs that I take care of. So I took them to San Antonio because they had an event, which the dog ended up getting adopted that night. But
shout out to Bruce.
I got rid of my dogs, by the way. I'll tell you about it.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Okay, so then next to like where the event was, there was that place. And since we had the dogs, we needed a pet-friendly place. So we ended up going to Cerveceria Chapultepec, and everything was, I think, $3.60 at the time. Like it was 60 cents more expensive, bro. And after that, like we kind of tried it out. It was more like, like I don't know if I like this place here, right? And it was pretty great. Like their drinks are good.
How expensive is it now?
It's $4 now. Yeah, it's
by the time we go,
Biden on that
$10.
$10 every
buy that stock weight. It's going up.
The thing is that they're not associated with Mexico anymore.
They're not? No. The ones from San Antonio.
The ones from San Antonio.
But it's kind of like shitty because
me and Mexico are over.
Like that's shitty because they obviously got the whole idea. Like it's obviously.
I had never understood why it was. Because, okay, so this tea that I'm saying is tea that I have gotten together over the past year.
Like gossip from the business.
Yeah, literally. Like over the past year is when I have been learning all of this information. So whenever we went, I started going more because now I live 10 minutes away from it. So like, because I live near downtown. So I was always like, I really feel like having a drink, but I don't want to go to like a place where it's like
crowded as fuck
and like $8 and like I have to wait chingos and like, you know, like Cerveceria Chapultepec, it's a very good like in and out place. Like you get there, you eat, and like everything is super fast. Like it's like fast paced, and it's cute. Like it's a cute little outdoorsy place.
Sponsor us.
For honestly, maybe eventually we're gonna do some business there, but that's in another episode. So after that, I was there so much that I was like, I really should fucking work here. Like I should get paid for being here. I'm always fucking here. So, and I didn't have anything else to do. Like I was doing Border Town Pets and like TJMO, but like I had a lot of like free time and I needed money. So I was like, okay, I'm going to apply. So then one day, Evelyn, my roommate, and me, we were there like having drinks and like eating. And then one of the like team leaders comes up to us and she's like, oh, like I'm going to be your server. But like this dude is shadowing me because we just hired him. Right. So, and I was like, oh, are you guys still hiring? And she's like, yeah, we are actually hiring. Right. So I was like, oh, like I want to apply here. And then she's like, oh, okay. Like we do interviews on Tuesdays. And I was like, okay. So then we went the next Tuesday. We were there. We got interviewed. We got hired, period. And then I found out that they're not associated with Cerveceria Chapultepec anymore. And they're actually going to change the name.
No.
And I was like, why? But they're going to keep the same concept. Like it's still going to be like inexpensive.
It's not the same.
Ivan is like, fuck that shit. Now? I'm not going to go anymore. They don't know yet. They don't know, or they haven't told us yet. But like the owners are always there, like
be your god,
because they're gonna rebrand. So then I never understood why, right? So I don't even think I told you this. A couple of days ago, I found out that they had a lawsuit.
No way.
So I don't know if it was against like the name, if it was against that specific restaurant, if it was against another restaurant, but like the ones in San Antonio, like there was a lawsuit around there. So I want to believe maybe that's why Mexico like was like, nah, I'm not going to deal with those. So I know they were bought out by like another dude, and then he's the one that's going to do the rebranding. Besides the fact that there's 2 restaurants. There's one downtown and there's one on 151, I think. And that one sucks. Like it sucks. Like it has like 1,000 bad reviews on Google. It's always like the customer service sucks, like blah, 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 and they can't close it because they have a contract with that specific like place, you know? So then now that we're working there, I get food for free all day, every day. And yeah, like it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And honestly, you make money. Last weekend, I worked 3 days and I made around $800.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna go do that.
Dude, honestly, like nice. you make money.
I have some job talk. I my first day for the LISD job was supposed to be today, right? I went yesterday, turned in my assignment letter. I met the teachers that I'm going to be working with and the and the principal, and I get home and I came over here. We're hanging out here for a bit. Then I had to go run an errand for the other job that I work with, and when I get home, they call me from the school, and I'm like, hello, and they're like, hey, just want to let you know because of the water issues. For the rest of this week, we're going to be doing at-home virtual learning stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, so do I still, like, go to campus or like, what do I do, right? Because I'm a paraprofessional. I'm not a teacher. They're like, no, you just clock in at home and just have a good day, I guess. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. All I did today, I was, like, cleaning and, like, just playing video games. And
that's why you were able to come today.
And tomorrow, yeah, well, no, what? No, I would say my what I like is like this job isn't gonna be like a huge money maker, but it's my foot in the door. So whenever I decide to like finish up for like teaching or whatever, I'll do teaching for a bit and then go into law.
Too bad that's never gonna happen because this podcast is gonna blow up.
Yeah,
we're gonna be millionaires.
So
very soon.
I actually had a conversation with CEO. Like I was like, well, you know, I left another good paying job with the ASPCA. To do LISD, and I was thinking to myself, fuck, I'm gonna regret the shit out of this because it's a significant pay cut, and I was thinking, well, what are the like long-term goals? And I just started thinking, okay, so Josh lit a fire into my ass, especially with everything that's been going on with the podcast, and I told myself like, all right, I'm going to be able to do this. That way I know I can commit weekends and I can commit evenings, right? So, you know, and then on top of that, all of the fucking holidays.
Summers.
Spring break. I can line up comedy shows. Holidays, you can line shit up for family time and stuff. And then summer. Just summer, you know? Like, so I was like, okay.
And you're on, like, salary?
Yeah, salaried.
That's even better, dude.
Yeah, so.
Imagine you fucking get COVID.
Yeah,
and you still get paid.
Hope not, right? But
just have somebody cough in your mouth.
I did the
spit in your mouth.
I did the
just swallow someone's positive test.
Oh, gosh, you know what's crazy is like my grandma had COVID this last weekend, and I was like all over with her, like everywhere. But I don't know how many fucking tests, dude, and they're all negative. So I don't know. I legitimately think that I've had it already at this point.
I'm pretty sure you have.
Have you never tested positive?
Never.
You?
Never.
You have tested positive?
Yeah, I got it like a couple of weeks ago.
Right?
No, like yesterday.
Ooh, there's people here.
Who's here?
Oh, that's Josie.
Oh.
Okay, I was like, oh, these people are just...
Está cerrado.
Oh my God.
Está cerrado.
I got a good fucking story. Yeah, dude, I got a good fucking story. Earlier, hey, what's up, guys? Earlier, like I was moving shit around like maybe 30 minutes before you got here. And I was on the phone with Marlene, right? We were just talking, and I was moving shit around, and like a guy opens the door, and I'm like, "Cala verga, what the fuck is that?" And some random guy that was like had a plate in his hand and was eating. Dude, like, bro, I shit you not, I could not understand what this guy was saying, bro. He was like, movies, movies here. And I was like,
he's not from here.
I don't fucking know, dude.
We didn't have a conversation.
I could not understand this vato. I could not understand this guy.
Maybe you saw that shit.
Yeah, he just walked in with a plate in his hand and he was like, movies here? And I was like, do they show movies here? And he was like, I was like, yeah, but not right now. Like, that's, next Friday, every first Friday of the month, they do a film club here. It's like $5 to get in or whatever the fuck. And then he was like,
expensive ass movie.
I told him, and then he was just like, said other sounds. Because I don't even know how to recreate the sounds that this guy was fucking. He was just like, boo, 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 boo. I was like, what the fuck? Is this like The Sims or what the fuck is going on right now? Like, dude, it was fucking wild.
It's just like the on the last episode, if you're listening to this now, the episode with the pandemic special with George.
That's the last episode.
Yeah, with Jorge Escudero. So on that episode,
Cuban Ruben.
We in the middle of it, or not in the middle, kind of towards the end, you hear like someone fall in the background, and we're like, oh fuck, and like we get up and everything, right? Well, there was a dude who like just like this setup like this, dude. It was so fucked. It was just this setup like this, dude.
At Los Olvidados,
right? And so the stage is Los Olvidados, right?
The triangle.
We had the camera set up there, so people were just supposed to walk behind us.
¿Estás sumiendo la panza o qué?
Sí. I'm very uncomfortable.
Getting for the posing for the pictures.
I know. I sat down too. I was like,
so the it was fucked. So then this guy walks in, and instead of walking around behind us where there was like a shit ton of open space, he walks behind the camera, and dude, I'm not even fucking kidding, bro. This guy, he doesn't bother like bracing himself for the fall. He hits the corner. God, dude, it looked so fun. It looked bad, bro. It was some old dude. He would pass as homeless, right? And he was
why? Because he's older. Because of the way he was dressed.
No, because the way he
or did he smell like?
Or because he didn't have a home.
He smelled like this place.
And he was holding
Last time we're here,
like a plastic bag, and he was just like shambling whatever, and he hit the edge of the stage, and he just he didn't even bother like holding his hands up or anything. He just boom ate it completely, and so we're like, oh fuck, and we get up and we gotta help him out, dude. We gotta help him out. And we're helping him up, and like he turns around, he's like, we help him up and we sit him down.
Did you laugh?
Dude, I was on the edge. Here's where I almost laughed. Here's where I almost laughed.
That's fucking horrible and mean, fucking assholes.
No. Here's where I almost laughed. Look. I wasn't laughing at this point. I was helping him. He broke his glasses like completely in two, right? Hang on. That's not the funny part yet.
That's not funny. As a person that wears glasses, that's fucking sucks, bro.
Too. Look, you're making me look like an asshole. I was helping the guy out. I was helping him out. And so, like, we pick him up, we sit him down. His glasses are fucking hanging, and the thing is, though, they broke at a point where it like sliced open his eyebrow. So I'm like, oh fuck, he starts leaking, and I'm like, shit,
leaking or bleeding?
Yeah, well, that's
leaking oil, bro.
The boy leaking. So I went and I got some like gauze that they had from like a first aid station. I went and I put it on. He like held pressure, and like we started asking him like, hey, do you need anything? And then he's like, no venden hamburguesas.
No way.
The first words out of his mouth,
like, leaking and everything.
And we're like, sir, do you want some water? He goes, was they don't like the girl, dude, the girl who
Eve
works at Los Olvidados. She's like, we don't sell hamburgers, sir. And he goes,
no quiero una curita.
And then she's like, but are you okay? And he goes, no venden hot dogs.
Was it like was it a ghetto ass guy?
Maybe, no, dude, he was just old.
Maybe he fell out of hunger.
He was just.
Imagine y'all are like fucking cracking up about this.
And then we're laughing.
And then so we tell him, oh, but it's like it's just coffee and
I don't think they have any type. They have sandwiches.
And they have some appetizer stuff too. No, they'll do like a fucking Frito pie and shit or whatever. And so they asked him, like, you need anything, whatever, and he's like, no. And so we go and we sit back down. And George and I are just kind of looking at each other like, I feel like we shouldn't keep going. I feel like an asshole if we do this, whatever. And then the guy gets up, dude, and this motherfucker starts walking in the same area where he was about to trip. We're like, hey, just walk around, dude. This shit's not on. They just walk around. So then, he walks around and then he takes off. But
you gotta go buy a burger.
But
okay, I'm going to McDonald's.
Dude, yeah, 100%. They told him there's a Burger King next to the metro station or whatever, right? And he goes,
"Don't go and fall."
And he just went.
Watch out for sharp fucking stages.
I don't know. He fixed his glasses somehow. I don't know how. But
what about his leakage?
Expecto Patronum, bro.
He was just fucking. He was holding the shit on his head, dude. Yeah, man.
He flexi sealed his fucking.
Today I had kind of a weird interaction right outside of here, because I was outside and I was having a cigarette, and this man walks up to me, and huge dude, bro, that like the tallest person I've seen in Laredo for sure, I think. Like, massive. You saw him, right?
I saw his shoes, and I was like, am I tripping right now?
No, dude, oh my God,
is he a size like 35?
Dude, he was
His shoes were the size of this table.
No, calm the fuck down. Maybe the size of the mixer, actually. No bullshit.
No bullshit, like no bullshit.
Bro, he was fucking massive, dude. And like, he walks up to me, and I'm like, nah, just kidding. He walks up to me, he had a cigarette, and he's just like, and I'm like,
I heard a lot of me and you.
So I guess fuck off. So I give him the lighter, right? And he has me like, he's just like, he's holding a bunch of papers and shit. So he's just like I guess like he wants me to light it for him. So I'm like, so I start trying to light it for him and stuff, and then he eventually he gets it, whatever, and then he's like, and this fucker, dude, he puts all this shit down on the bench. And then he reaches into his pocket.
I was watching all of this happen from like right where Josie is right
I'm
now.
so confused because he didn't say a single fucking word to me, dude. And I'm like, do you need help with something? I'm like talking to him. Do you need help with something? Like, do you need directions or something? Because he was like fucking nervous. He was just pointing around. He was. Just
I heard you fucked your girl as a
He was making fucking gestures, and so then I'm like, what do you need? Like, do you need? And he didn't say he didn't say anything to me. And then he takes out a fucking card, bro. He takes out a debit card, and he's like, $22. And I'm like, what? And he's like, $22. And I'm like, and he's like, 15 me. I'm like, do you want water or something? I didn't know how to react. I didn't know how to. And then he goes,
"You guys sell hamburgers?"
And I was like, and I'm like,
Stop.
I'm like, wait, hold on. And it clicked a little while later. I'm like, are you trying to pay me for lending you my lighter? And he's like, yeah.
Were you talking to the great Khalid?
And I'm like,
doesn't know how to talk.
I'm like, no. And he goes, please. $22. And I was like, you want to give me $22 for this? I mean, I'll take it.
You should have given him the whole lighter.
I was like, you can have it. I didn't. I was just like,
you see the credit card.
I was like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
You
dude.
have Cash App, dude?
And so I'm like, and so I was like, I'll just take your cup. I was like, hey, let me get. Do you want some water? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right. So I gave him some water, and he just sat down. He fell asleep, dude. Like, that was it. That's all that happened.
That's crazy, dude. That's a crazy story.
Man, we could have like a whole episode of like
crazy shit that happens to you.
$22 for fire.
For fire.
The best thing is like, venden hamburguesas, bro. How the fuck do you break your face open? And like, I need a hamburger.
Dude.
Was he really fat by any chance?
No, dude.
I'll go
Actually,
past
he's
that.
chilling. He's chilling.
He was chilling.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He was fit.
Chicken nuggets, please.
He wasn't like
He was slim.
Fit,
He was old.
dude. He was old.
So old
He
people
just
can be
had-
fit or what?
He wasn't
wait,
like
he's your fit
fucking
old
Usain Bolt.
I've
and
seen
shit.
fit old men.
Like all the time.
Rojo?
No, but I mean, I don't see that
Joe
all the
Rogan's
time
not.
either. Like,
You
He's
see more
50
people
something.
fall than old people fit. Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't see a person asking for a fucking hamburger. Like,
No, I said you see
More
more
people fall.
more
than
people
you-
fall
okay.
than you see old fit people.
That's true.
100%.
I don't know what people you're hanging
Where do
out
you
with.
where do you
but
hang out at a fucking old ass fitness gym or
So
what?
YMCA and
At
shit?
the
You're going
gym,
to
there's old
YMCA?
people.
Estás
Like,
viejo y mamado, Kyle. Aquí está Marlene para que te vea.
to sell you a drink.
Por
To
favor.
sell you a drink.
That's like the majority of her clientele. Fucking cerveceria, dude.
Dude,
Just old fit
cerveceria
people.
is
Honestly,
fucking
it's
fire in
mostly
Mexico,
like-
dude. So over there in Mexico, everything's $1, dude. The car is $1.
Everything.
Todo está 19 pesos, güey. Las cervezas, los shots, la comida.
That's where you were at that one time, right? You were
Yeah,
telling me?
in Guadalajara, yeah.
Yeah,
So
Simón.
I went over to
So
Guadalajara.
there's not one right here.
No, güey, aquí no.
Come on, bro.
Nah,
Maybe
aquí no.
en Monterrey, I don't know,
Mamen.
pero en Guadalajara.
En Monterrey, hay, there's like
Oh.
2 or 3.
Sí, güey, so en Guadalajara está con madre, güey. Me puse, no tan pedo, pero me puse pedo, güey. Me fui de ahí de la plaza donde estaba. Era
Okay,
la
guys, it
plaza
was-
Chapultepec. No, la plaza Tlaquepaque.
I'm gonna go over there.
Go for it. Me puse pedo, güey, con mi camarada Brian.
El Brian.
Yeah, el Brian.
El Ryan.
Me fui, my Airbnb was like walking distance from there. So we're walking to the Airbnb and we were already tipsy, right? Everything was $1. We got drunk with like $20. And I'm walking over there and I'm like, I take a piss in one of the local, like on un localito. And güey, I looked around, güey, no había nadie, güey. Eran como las 3 de la mañana, güey, no había nadie, güey. Like, literalmente nadie, estaba solo. So I take a piss, we take like 3-4 steps down, and like fucking 5 cops come up in bikes. Like, a ver, joven, párale. Acaba de cometer usted un delito en el libro 41 y quién sabe quién. I was like, nah. I was like, chinga, güey, man, a quitar feria. I knew it from the start. Like, I heard her. I was like, era un municipal. And I'm like, está bueno, pues ya. And she's like, a ver, joven, ¿estaban tomando? Sí, estamos tomando. ¿Dónde? En la cervecería de Chapultepec. Ah, no, está bueno. En this girl. Y era una mujer, güey. Es lo que me cayó pinche. Se creía bien verga, güey. I'm like, lady, you don't have to be like that. Just do your job. There's no need for you to show your balls. Like, you already have, like, you know, power over me. You're a cop, yeah. So se cree en verga esa señora. Me está trasculcando y la chingada. Y pues, Simón. And then she goes, bueno, pues, ahorita te vamos a esposar. Y te vamos a llevar allá al municipal. Y que quién sabe qué. And I just knew she was going to ask for money. So I just let her do her little thing. Que diera su discurso. And then I was like, at the end, I was already tipsy. I was like, okay, ¿cuánto quiere? And she just stared at me like offended. And I was like, oh shit, like it didn't work. And then she's like, bueno, pues.
You're like the only fucking straight cop.
And then she was like, ya vas a pagar 1,200. Dame 1,000. And it was like, pues it was 4 or 5 of them. And they're like, dame 1,000. And I'm like, okay. Nomás se lo di. Okay, joven, que tenga buen día. She took away 30 minutes of my life just for that. I was like, you should have just said that from the start.
How much
is that?
1,000 pesos
like
is
$20.
No.
That's
it's
like 50, 60, no?
Like $50, more or less. por hacer de la obra.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, güey, me hubiera dicho eso en un principio y te los hubiera dado.
Like first try, like
Güey,
that.
she like me trasculcó y todo. No,
Te quería tocar, por eso. Dijo, ¿vendes hamburguesas o no? ¿Vendes hamburguesas?
Más de pipí. Pero yeah, that was...
God damn it, dude. I'm never going to get over that. That just reminds me of the video of El Pan.
That's crazy, dude. That story is fucking hilarious.
Wait, what pan?
The fucking guy, dude.
Comete el pan.
dude.
That shit's funny.
God damn it. Let's wrap it up for now.
Let's do it.
What do you think? What do you want to wrap with? You want to rap?
Yeah, let's wrap it.
All right, rap. Go.
No, not that kind of rap.
Oh.
So plugs.
When you guys see this, it'll be Monday of this upcoming Monday, whatever. So on Friday we have another 4DF.
Yeah, that's right. 4DF, Cryptids on the Border. Take a look out for Ranchcast. We're gonna be posting some exclusive content.
Contenido.
And I've been asked to clarify this way too many fucking times. Patreon is like OnlyFans for our podcast.
So
just fucking
we'll get naked for you for $5.
I will show my balls for $20.
I will shave Roger's balls on a live stream in the Patreon.
That's not.
If you,
That's not what's gonna happen.
Ya,
I will do it, dude.
Che porno, güey. Échale $10 más y cogen.
If you subscribe to the highest tier, $100 a month, dude, you can tell us what to do.
Oh, imagine how insulting it'd be if like they do like the $100 a month or whatever, and they're like, do better, like
do more.
Yeah, this is my
no, but yeah. So
Patreon.com.
Shout out to our current only Patreon, which is Ernie. Shout out to him and for all the other billions of you that are going to subscribe to this eventually.
Yeah.
But hey, so I don't have any shows coming up.
There's gonna be a mic drop this week on Thursday.
Yeah,
with
March
the
3rd.
top 5 whatever, hosted by Roger and Franny.
I'm not sure if I'm the host for.
Oh
that.
well, hosted for sure by
hosted
Franny.
But
yeah.
And it's gonna be what, top 5?
Top 5 songs to punch a wall to.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that is a good one.
Do you have anything to play?
I don't have any shows.
You have a show
coming
March
up.
18th.
We have a show
March 18th.
Síguelo en
Where's that,
TikTok,
Cultura?
Ivan
That's
Bautista
at
7.
Cultura upstairs. It's gonna be Cultura Live. It's gonna be
Instagram.
your boy, and it's gonna be Ivan Bautista
Your
en
boy and your boy.
español. I'm gonna put it in español.
Traducido en español en Zap.
Make sure you
no
put,
vendemos hamburguesas.
make sure you put number 1 on top of my head.
Number 1.
I'll put number 1 in Spanish. Right now, power rankings, dude. I'm number 1, undefeated.
Nah, I don't know. After the set, all right. You know what? I'm
Shut
just
the
gonna
fuck up. This guy wasn't even there. I hate that shit. This whole night, dude. That whole fucking night. Dude, Roger, you had a good set. And then he was like, dude, good set, bro. Fucking number 1 in Laredo. And everybody was like, for real, you had a good set? He goes, dude, you did amazing. Like, see, you were fucking there.
I was at a birthday dinner. And
But
shit.
yeah, so yeah, follow us on Instagram at
Follow this asshole.
AOTVcast. Follow this guy at Ivan Bautista 9. Is that what it is?
7.
7.
Bautista 7.
Ivan
got-
Bautista
Ivan
7.
Bautista
Síguelo en
9
TikTok.
is just
Switching
2
with mamás.
spots lower. But yeah, so check that out, and we'll see you on the
Also
next
check
one.
out That's Just My Opinion if you want to see Marlene's.
We have other
listen to Marlene's
podcasts that are
episode.
doing a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, dude. Latest episode
I
in Spanish.
mean, I don't know if we've like formally said that we're still part of like that network thing.
No, but just
shout out either
we
way
like
for
other
content
podcasts.
creators.
Oh look, here she is. Say
Shout
something.
out Marlene at
Hi,
TJMO.
Marlene.
I have an announcement.
Okay.
Okay. So that's Just My Opinion podcast, which is my podcast.
Yes.
In 2 weeks, I am going to post an episode that I recorded while getting a Brazilian wax.
Interesting.
Nice. Okay.
Fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
This is the first time Josh hears about this too.
Same. I'm surprised as fuck.
Yeah,
I literally organized it today.
Who's getting it?
Me.
She's getting a Brazilian wax.
No.
Well, I'm recording it. I'm recording an episode with Beauty House.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be with her.
Yeah, okay. Nice vagina. Oh, well,
hey, you should do one where they're waxing him.
Yeah.
I've been dude.
Bro, imagine all the shit that they've
Dude. Down.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
I'm down if you're there to hold my hand, babe.
How hairy of an asshole does he have? How hairy is it?
I mean, you tell me.
1 to 10. How would I know?
You've known him longer than I have.
I did. That doesn't mean I've seen his asshole yet. He doesn't trust
Damn,
me that
really?
much. He doesn't trust me that much.
I haven't.
Yeah,
showed
he's
you
really
this
special about his asshole.
Yeah.
But it's like a
dude.
10, right? Imagine.
Like from 1 to 10, 10 being the hairiest.
Maybe a 7.
My announcement is over. Goodbye.
Thank you, Marlene. Yeah,
All
so
right, goodbye, guys. Oh, that's not the right button.
Yeah,
right?
so keep an eye out. Love you guys. Peace.
Bye.